Welcome to the Illuminated Path, where I give you a Thursday to Thursday reading. I'm a little further out in the woods than normal because I heard an animal rustling around and I didn't know what it was. Could have been anything. Maybe a deer, maybe a coyote. Today I'm pulling out of the Shaman's Dream Oracle deck. That's one of my favorite ones, just in case you didn't know. And so while I'm pulling, confessional time, just because I feel like Thursdays are our special time together. It's where I always get to make confessions to you about things. Last Thursday, with that video, I ended up covered in red bugs. I'm gonna have to look up the spiritual meaning of red bugs and put it in the description, because they are little tiny bugs sent straight from the devil, and when it bites you, it creates this big itchy welt, and I have them all over my legs, and I don't know where they came from. I mean, I am in the woods, but honestly, I've never ever been bit by a red bug before that. So I'm gonna have to look that one up. And the biggest message coming, so that was the confessional, but I think I'm gonna have to switch our Thursdays from in the woods to like a hidden camera in my bathroom mirror. No weird stuff, I promise, no weird stuff. Because that's where these messages start coming in. Like, Spirit knows when it's Thursday. And as soon as I get up and wash my face and start getting ready, that's when the messages start coming. They don't always come through the cards. Like, the cards can back it up and give fill-in details, but those messages start coming first thing. So I'm in front of the mirror, like, talking to you guys. I'm like, you know what? Here's what you need to do. Here's what's going on. And then by the time I get out here, I have to remember everything that downloaded. So we might have to do a bathroom Thursday one day and see what happens. That'll be so much fun. But what came through in the bathroom this morning was, be careful what you're consuming. There's that rustling again. There's an animal out here. I don't know what it is. Be careful what you are consuming. Spirit is making that very clear right now, because this is the time for your physical action, like we've been talking about, and this is the time where you're supposed to be focused on the physical, your physical body, your physical world, your physical choices. And what you're consuming is what's making you happy or what's making your life shit. What you're consuming. And this is through all of your senses. So what you're eating, if you are ingesting fast food or processed food or too much of one thing and not enough of another thing, if you're not consuming enough, if you're consuming too much, these are all things that are making your physical body and therefore your physical life not what you want it to be, despite your best efforts to change it. If you are ingesting or consuming too much negativity from the news or outside sources, or you're overworking or underplaying or overplaying and underworking, these are things that can make your life not what you want it to be. These are negatively impacting you. If you are the type of person who you're consuming and ingesting negativity in your mind, you're pulling out the negative events that are happening, you're doing negative self-talk. If you're the person who looks in the mirror every day and you're like, I look so hideous, my butt is so large. Girl, did you not know? Do you not listen to Sir Mix-a-Lot? Big butts are in. Like, that's a fad, that's a trend. People like that right now. But if you're negatively self-talking, that starts to reflect. It hooks in. The first negative thing out of your mouth hooks in, and it creates this track in your brain. And so now your brain has a road to drive on, and it keeps driving on that road over and over and over again until your life reflects the negativity that your brain created. Be careful what you're ingesting. Be careful what you're consuming. This is the time to make those changes that you want to make. You might have to detox for a while. You know, and if you really, really know me, you know that I love my coffee and I love my wine. Okay, I've worked in plenty of coffee shops. I ran a couple of coffee shops. I love espresso. I love chocolate. You guys know I love chocolate. I love a good mocha. I just love coffee. And I love a good Skeppin wine, a good muscadine, a good Moscato. Love it. Mouth watering right now, right? But anything that you are consuming on a regular basis is controlling you, like a little bug in your mind. If you have a glass of wine every day, that wine spirit is controlling you. If you have a cup of coffee every single day, that coffee, that caffeine is controlling you. I promise. You don't think it is because it's something so subtle, but these are all spirit medicines. These are all plant spirits. I recently detoxed from coffee again, because I do that every so often, just to see how much it's impacted me. And I tell you, I had a headache for over a week where I was tired, lethargic, head full. I was just not well for a week. And I was the type of person who only drank half a cup of coffee in the morning. Not even a huge coffee drinker, I just enjoy it. So little things that you're doing regularly, even if you don't think it's a big deal, it's controlling you on a very subtle level. It's controlling your mind patterns, it's controlling your thoughts, it's controlling your gut, it's controlling your reactions to life, it's controlling how you perceive your experiences. So right now you're being asked to look at all of those little things, the things you're consuming and ingesting on a daily basis, and cut it out. Like, just stop. Even if it's just a detox and then you come back a little bit by little bit, but don't make it a regular pattern. Okay, we have to start detoxing and being aware of the things controlling us. If you watch the news every single day, that negativity, that stuff going on in the world is controlling you. Because guess what? News stations are run by actual people. People who capitalize on how many viewers they have. And so they're going to lean it one way or the other and really blow up certain things and play on your emotions, because that's how they hook you. Everything that you consume has the ability to control you. Unless you're just in nature. This is a fun time. This is very calm and relaxing. Very calm and relaxing. So I pulled 2 cards from this deck. The Perfect Storm and the Heart Home. The Perfect Storm, I love. I love the Perfect Storm. There's my crow, number 1. And you can see within the crow this little storm starting, but the storm is yellow. That's the solar plexus. Whatever's going on with you right now, it's linked to your identity, it's linked to your confidence, it's linked to your personal power. What is controlling you right now? This is a storm that's happening. But the thing about the perfect storm is that when we allow it to move through, maybe we go through that detox. Maybe we start taking action in a different area. Maybe we stop with the negative self-talk. Guess what? That's a process. That's not something that you just cut dry and it's done. This is something you have to actively work at and practice and remind yourself of. It's not that easy. You have to rewire yourself. You have to retrain your habits. You have to fill that time with something else. And that can feel like a storm when you're going through it. But it's the perfect storm, meaning that once the storm dies down, you'll be a completely different person. You'll be someone more free, more open, more like you. Because the goal in this isn't to become a different person. The goal in this is to be more you, more authentic, more confident, more embodied in just who you as a person are, because you're so unique. Do the weird thing. Be the weird thing because you want to do it, because you want to be it. And once that perfect storm is over, you're at that heart home. You're at that space where you're compassionate with yourself and with others and with nature, and you're connected. There's a freedom and a comfort and an ease and a gentleness when you're in that space. And sometimes that requires a little bit of truth. We have to be truthful with ourselves. Okay, what am I doing right now that's harming me? Because I'm the only person who can change that. You're the only person who can change the things that are harming you. So you need to take action to do that. And I suddenly feel guided to pull one more. Ooh, the closing door, completion. Something right now in your life, you're cutting it out. You're ending it. You're ending this cycle. You're ending this negativity. You're ending what's been building and building and building and building until you just have to look at it. What a beautiful day. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to see if it's a deer or a coyote, or a psychic cat. Who knows? I haven't seen Thomas this week, so we'll see what happens. You guys do great. You've got this. I promise. I promise you've got this.